Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. This is a video to go over homework day 3A, which is number 102. Please make sure you post this on Google Classroom so you get credit for it. So this is the homework that goes over day 3A, and then it also has some of the day 2 in it so you can practice. So let's see how you did. Okay, so a triangle is located in quadrant 1. You're reflected over this axis right here. It's going to go down into quadrant 4. Again, reflections are same shape and same size. They just face in opposite directions. Number 2, you're going to multiply by the scale factor. So 0 times 4 is 0, 8 times 4 is 32. Number 3, you have this top triangle. It's reflected over the x-axis, and it lands up here on this bottom triangle. You know that because they're the same shape and size, and they face an opposite direction. So reflection over the x-axis. Number 4, it's a dilation. So again, you're going to multiply everything by 3, all of those 6 coordinates. You get 6, 15 for A prime, 21, 12 for B prime, and 18, 24 for C prime. All right, number 5 is actually 2 questions in one. You have to set up 2 separate proportions. So 6 with x, and 10 with 20. I'm just going to switch this. 6 over x and 10 over 20. So 10x equals 120, divide, and you get x equals 12. And then for the second one, remember that you want to use the ones that have the y, so 8 over y. And then you have to use, so ignore the x's, you have to use those, the fractions or the corresponding sides that have the numbers. So you'll have 10 times y, which is 10y. And then you'll have 8 times 20, which is 160. Divide both sides by 10, and y equals 16. All right, so number 6. Okay, so this was the poster with the corresponding sides. So 5 goes over to 20. Those are both the lengths. 8 goes over x. Those are both the widths. Cross multiply, divide, and you get x equals 32 inches. So if you got 32 inches, you got it correct. Okay, number 7 was multiply. So you're going to multiply both the 3 and the 10 by 6, and you get 18, 60. And number 8, you're going to move the triangle 4 units to the right and 4 units down. And it wants to know A prime, so I'll go over that one. A, move a 1, 2, 3, 4. And down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that coordinate is 1 to the left and 2 down. 1 to the left and 2 down is -1, -2. Remember, they want A prime. Okay, so those were all the questions for day 3. Now we're going to go on to the questions that technically come from day 2. So this is the one where I gave you that straight line. Remember, straight line always means 180, and this made up of 1, 2, 3 angles. This box right here is a right angle, so you assume it's 90. So 50 plus 90 plus x will get you that 180. And that's how you set up your equation. And then you go ahead and solve by you combining your like terms, subtract, you get 40. Number 10, in triangle ABC, the measure of A is 25 degrees. The measure of C is 90 degrees, so you assume it's a right triangle. What's the measure of B? Okay, so I'll put my X right there. You know that all 3 of those sides, or excuse me, angles must add up to 180 because what a triangle is. So just like the thing up here, add the 2 numbers, subtract from 180, and you get 65 degrees. Okay, hopefully you're doing well. Let's go on to number 11. Okay, so could it form a triangle? It's all about that 180. So you want to add the 3 angles. If you get 180, which we do, yes, it is a triangle. All right, so they give us number 7. They give us a small angle. They give us an angle less than 90 degrees, which is acute. If I take these 4 angles and I rip them off and I put them on top, this bottom right angle of 7 is going to go right on top of this bottom right angle here. See, they're both bottom right, so they have to be the same. So if one is 65, the other is 65. 13, if you take the 2 interior angles, non-adjacent, means not next to this x, you add them up, you will get that outside, that exterior. So 40 plus 20 is 60. Okay, number 14, your alternate interior angles. So if one angle is 85, the other angle is going to be 85 because they're both acutes, and acute is always equal to acute. And last but not least, you have your vertical angles. Vertical angles are always equal in measure. Here you happen to have both obtuse, so obtuse equals obtuse. You set them equal to each other. 7x minus 65 equals 5x minus 25. You're going to move your smaller. So do the inverse, subtract 5x on both sides, then move over your constant by adding 65, divide, and you get 20. So those are your 15 questions. Hopefully you guys did okay. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, and then make sure you post it on Google Classroom so you get credit for doing your homework. Thanks so much. Have a great day.